We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Washington Nationals and the Seattle Mariners. Interleague Baseball next. Yusei Kikuchi will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Digging in, Trey Turner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. Up and in for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Now the 2-0 home. High and away, not close. 3-0. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Line towards center field. On his junior, but this is a base hit. And right out of the gates, the Mariners will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Kendrick is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The 1-1. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Pause, now the pitch.
Hey.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
A ball and 2 strikes.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Striding in now for the Nats, Vladimir Guerrero. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. As a look, now the pitch. Oh, and Vlad couldn't wait to pull the trigger there as this ball's pulled foul into the seats down the left field line. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Kendrick, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. A swing by Vlad, and this one's driven to left. Junior looks up. And it's gone. A 2-run homer for Vladimir Guerrero. 4th home run here in the early going as the Nats move out in front now 3-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Standing in now, Andre Dawson. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Wielner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto to the plate now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2-0 to the Nationals center fielder. Three and 0 now.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 3-0 Washington. Max Scherzer gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Into the box now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, D.
Now the pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Scherzer racked up over 2,300 innings of work on major league mounds, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second. Victor Robles will come into the ball game now as he'll take over in center following the injury.
Now playing center field, number 16, Victor Robles.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
J.P. Crawford.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
And that misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here it comes. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Batting third, the first baseman, Edgar.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Castro shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Griffey.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and here comes Junior. Scherzer comes set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
2 out with the man at first. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. Two balls and a strike.
The count 2-1.
Now the 2-1.
That's a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Ready with the 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Next for Seattle, Brett Boone. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
21.
In for strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
2 down, runners at first and second. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, there are 2 outs, so nothing's guaranteed, but when you can load the bases in the home half of the first, you've got to find a way to at least cash in 1. If this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
At the plate now, Jay Buhner, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The average sits at .303 entering play, 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Ready with the 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
2-2. Here it is. Count remains 2-2. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Boone backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball well outside. Up top, it's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-0 on the way.
Nope, outside.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The pitch.
That's out.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and one to count to Trey Turner.
2-1.
Three and one to the National shortstop.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick, man at first after the 2-out walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
The 1-0. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Turner rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0. So they continue to swing the bats well here in the opening month of the season as we take a look at the team leaderboard for total runs scored. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. In now, Bryce Harper. Weak grounder back to the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mariners nothing. Mitch Haniger the next to bat, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Nope.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner, it's ball 1. Hask battles with Scherzer. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Seager, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Just the 2nd inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. That one's in there. 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Standing in, Tom Murphy. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. He was cut down at 2nd, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Lifted down the line in left. And Vlad won't get there. This is a foul ball. Scherzer comes set. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mariners leave 1. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for Washington.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Vladimir Guerrero, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs. There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. But this will get foul for strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Junior's in pursuit. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Stepping in, Dawson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. It's a solo home run for the Hawk, Dawson. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Nationals have made this a 5-0 game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
The catcher, number 8.
So now to the plate, Gary Carter. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. The kid Gary Carter leaves the yard with a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Nestor Cortes Jr. is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Cortes Jr.
Victor Robles digging in now.
The center fielder, number 16.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Cortes, the former Yankee, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Another look to first, and the runner back. Stepping in now, Ryan Zimmerman. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two and 0 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Hit toward the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with the runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set, and the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Turner is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Men on third with two down. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And now they'll get the third out here, but it won't come until the run has already crossed the plate on the play, and the inning will draw to a close. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Nationals on top, 8-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
To second for Kendrick. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Martinez.
One gone now in the Mariners' third inning. And up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Griffey Jr. He drew a walk his first time up. Scherzer's ready and delivers. This year against right-handed pitching, Griffey carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 2 out, nobody on. And Griffey swings right through this one, so it's 0-2 now to Jr. So far this season, Griffey Jr. is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Popped him up. Scherzer over to his right, and that retires the side. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. In now, Howie Kendrick. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get them going.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home is high and outside for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. With runners in scoring position this season, Guerrero is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dawson.
So stepping in, Dawson. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
And it's 3-1 to the Hall of Famer Dawson.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. On a rope to the second baseman.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Carter. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Eight runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brett Boone. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he misses 2-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
To 2-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate, Jay Wielner. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. One out, nobody on. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A solo shot here to left. Sixth home run on the season for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that misses, 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Seager. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Ball.
And there's ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
From the stretch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. See you later. A 2-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager. Home run number 5 on the year. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. That'll bring in Tom Murphy as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And here's the speedster, D. Gordon. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-1 count now to the Mariners' leadoff batter.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Nationals 8 and the Mariners 3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
First delivery to him on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Into the box, Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. From the belt, the pitch. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
He's going.
Runner goes for third. Now that's popped up.
Martinez
In foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now a look and a throw back to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. One out, nobody on. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Boone takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Digging in to try it again, Starlin Castro. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Now the pitch.
Aye.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Line towards center field. Griffey Jr. is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing for Washington, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Striding into the box, J.P. Crawford. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
One and two, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count even at 2-2. Now here it comes.
You got a full count.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Martinez.
To the plate now, Edgar Martinez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to take it is Guerrero. And there's the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here comes Junior. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off in the Washington 6th.
Trey Turner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Standing in now, Howie Kendrick. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
From the belt, the pitch. Right there for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Matt McGill gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. McGill, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Ground ball left side, defense set up perfectly, and Guerrero's aboard with a base hit.
The right fielder, number 10, Dawson.
For the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. So now to the plate, Dawson, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Nationals 9 and the Mariners 3. Austin Voth enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Brett Boone.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fouled away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. One and two now.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Robles is on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19, Wielner.
Now batting, Jay Buhner. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Now at the plate, Mitch Haniger. He's set. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 0-1 on its way. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Down the left field line and deep. And Vlad won't get there. This is a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Got him.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
At the plate now, Kyle Seager. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. And he fouls this one off. One and one, here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Guerrero, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. One left for Seattle. Still way back. It's 9-3. Seventh inning ready to roll, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter.
Gary Carter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Comes set, and the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line towards center field. Griffey Jr. is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
So coming to the plate, Victor Robles. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider laid off for a ball. One out, nobody on. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. Oh, he had a go at one there, but this is fouled off to the right as the count draws full. Three-two pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Zimmerman. From the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1. Hot shot down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Starlin Castro.
Stepping into the box, Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Line drive base hit. Robles rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Here now is Trey Turner, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. 2 out with the man at first. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Second baseman.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents to say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
Dan Altavilla comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Howie Kendrick, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. High and deep to right center. Giving chase is Junior. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Harper.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Bryce Harper is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero. And he'll swing and send a chopper to third.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Nationals lead it 13-3. Into the box now, Tom Murphy. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, D. Gordon. 1-0 the count. A runner at first with no outs here. That's wide, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Two and one now to Gordon. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
So striding in, J.P. Crawford. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Two outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Dawson's there. And that ends the inning. None left for Seattle. And they remain well behind. At the plate, Andre Dawson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
The right fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball inside. Nope. Outside.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now at the plate, Gary Carter hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Martinez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Victor Robles. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. One and 2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Ryan Zimmerman, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch.
8-2.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nationals leave one, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Striding in, Edgar Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The first baseman, Edgar Martinez.
First offering on its way.
Ball. Down.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24. Yeah.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. That's inside.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Popped him up. Castro has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back, second baseman, Bryce Harper.
Stepping into the box, Brett Boone. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
2 out, nobody on.
Yeah.
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order, and as you can see, they are way behind. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Starlin Castro. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Count still at 1-2. Here's the pitch. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Trey Turner, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Junior's there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now to the plate, Howie Kendrick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Popped him up. Crawford is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Sean Doolittle enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fouled away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Ready now, Mitch Haniger. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Striding in once again, Kyle Seager. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Robles waits on it. makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
13-3 the final score. The Washington Nationals posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Max Scherzer wins his 3rd of the season. Yusei Kikuchi struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.